morning students. Today we are going to deal about the Unit 5 reproduction and modification in plants. So as we have already know, the flowering plants have root, stem and leaves. So and also having seeds, flowers and fruits. So these may be the reproductive organs of a plant, either root, stem, leaves, seeds, flowers and fruits. So of which a new plant arises from these parts. So we have to prove that by means of an experiment, potato and water melon experiment. So you have select a fresh potato and some water melon seeds. So place under a pot separately, one with fresh potato and one with watermelon seeds. So you apply fertilizer as well as pour water regularly. After some days, both are able to grow. But in the potato plant, only one is grown, but watermelon, a number of plant may be grown. This confirms that the potato may be grown only one, that is vegetative part, but each seed produces a new plant. So how this occur? So by means of reproduction. So what's the meaning of reproduction? Reproduction means to increase the number. Seed is produced from a flower by the process of pollination and fertilization. So in turn it is called as reproduction. So why reproduction takes place? Because to retain the species. Each and every organism to retain their species, they are undergo this process. So what are the process of reproduction? Asexual and sexual. So asexual means the plant produce except the seed. So by means of vegetative part, that is called asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means the seeds able to produce. They produce only from seeds is called as sexual reproduction. But the drumstick tree produces from both seeds as well as the stem. So it has the capacity to develop from seeds as well as the stem. That is asexual reproduction as well as reproduction. Then activity 2. Design and display the hibiscus and the Turofla and discuss. So discuss means comparison. So this is the hibiscus flower. Hibiscus flower have 4 words. That is sepal, petal, androecium. This is gynecium. So this is the first word, second word, third word and fourth word. WH word. So this is green in color. Which covers the petals. So it is called as corolla. This is called as corolla. This is called as calyx. This is called as corolla. This is androecium. This is gynecium. So during the development of the flower, the calyx covers the corolla, which protects the whole flower. Understand? So always the calyx is green in color, but the corolla is differently in color because to attract the insects for pollination. Then third one is gynecium. Gynecium is nothing but the male part of the flower. The fourth one is androecium is the male part of the flower. Gynecium is the female part of the flower. So the androecium having the male part of the flower, that is the anther. This is called as stalk. This stalk is called as stamen. Stamen having stalk and anther. Understand? So this is called as stigma. The stigma having the ovaries. This is stigma, style and the ovary. The basal swollen part is known as nothing but the ovary. Understand? So this is the structure of the hibiscus flower. So the stamen, the androecium having a number of stamens in the hibiscus flower. When compared to Datura, this is nothing but Datura. In Tamil it is called as Umatam. So this is called as the calyx. This is corolla. This is corolla. But the androecium. This is the androecium. Androecium is only 5 is present. 5 is present in the Datura. That's a major difference between the hibiscus as well as the Datura. So in hibiscus a number of stamens are present, but only 5 is present in the Datura. The gynoecium. This is the gynoecium of the Datura flower. Understand? So the corolla is white in color. Here the corolla is red in color. So these are the different colors to attract the insects for cross pollination. So the parts of the flower I already mentioned. Sepal is green in color. The sepal is otherwise known as calyx. So these are the petals. Petals are different color, as in white in corolla, white in Datura, red in hibiscus. So the petals are different in color. So to attract the insects. Then androecium. This is the androecium. We have a number of stamens, but in the Datura only 5 stamens. That is the male sex organ of a flower. So each and every androecium having a filament and an anther. That is the stamen having a filament and an anther. Inside the anther the pollen grains are present. The pollen grains are nothing but the male gametes. The pollen grains are nothing but the male gametes. The fourth word is nothing but the gynoecium, female sex organ. So gynoecium having 3 parts: stigma, style and ovary. So stigma is the upper portion, style is the middle portion, ovary is the basal portion. So through stigma the pollen grains fall on the stigma and it passes through the pollen tube and fertilizes the ovary and forms the fruit or seed, whatever. Understand? Types of flowers. So I already mentioned there are 4 words. That is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. These are the 4 words of a flower: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. So if a flower having these 4 parts, that is called as complete flower. Complete flower. The complete flower must be bisexual. So what is the meaning of bisexual? So bi means 2. Bi means 2. So the complete flower having 2 sexes. That means the male sex organ and the female sex organ present on the same flower. So we are called as the complete flower. Suppose if any one of the, that is especially either androecium and gynoecium is absent, that is called as incomplete flower. So the incomplete flower must be of unisexual. Unisexual means having only one sex. So it may be either male flower. Suppose if androecium is present, that is called as male flower. Suppose if gynoecium is present, only gynoecium is present, that is called as female flower. So these 2 are collectively called as incomplete flower, either male flower or female flower. Thank you.